future see excellent prospects for success.
But who would want to be buried alive?
No one. But that's not important. We'll get the money directly from the capital markets. Investors will be queuing up.
Okay, so I can tell Death you'll provide him with financial backing?
Of course. I'll come over this afternoon and discuss it all with him. In the meantime, I'll start feeding the rumour mill.
Okay then.
Yeah, okay.
I don't get it. Why give Death money when he'll never earn a single gold piece with his live burials?
That's not the point. We'll sell the story, the vision.
But sooner or later people will realise what a stupid idea that is.
Yep.
Naturally, but that'll take time. First, we need a glossy prospectus with pretty coffins and some joint ventures that create media attention. Sign up some celebs to give testimonials. Then the operational losses won't trouble us so much. We spend loads of gold, and more fortune tellers will predict a good future for our company.
Why should they?
Because the shares they have in the company will then rise, and they'll not only make a profit, but also prove that they were right.
I didn't understand any of that.
That's good. If everyone understood, who could I sell my fortune-telling to?
Nah. You got a point.
I'll just be going.
I have seen that...
You'll come back, I know. Hello, Death.
What exactly are you doing there?
What does it look like? I've dug a grave, with grandfather's old spade in my hand and father's top hat on my head. It's simply brilliant.
I asked the wealthy showman about risk capital. He may want to join us.
Excellent. It's going to be a success, I'm certain. There's a real gap in the market. Makes you wonder why no one thought of it before.
I can think of 1,000 good reasons right off. How are the trials going?
So far, so good. It didn't take long to dig the grave. I've got the coffin here. Of course, it doesn't meet the standards we're aiming for, but it's good enough for the trials.
Certainly.
Good. Then climb in.
It was your idea. You should have the honour of being the first to be buried.
Oh, that's so courteous of you.
Credit where credit is due.
All right, then. I'm too long with the top hat on. Could you hold it for me?
With pleasure.
Very comfortable thus far. Now, pile the soil on top.
Are you certain?
Of course. Just do it. Fantastic. The darkness. The silence. You have to try this. We should have funeral music. And the customer should have his photo taken with me beforehand. Write that down, Wilbur. And we'll have canopies for the bereaved. Have you got that, Wilbur? Canopies and gun salutes. Cannons, Wilbur. We need cannons.
A little later.
I hope he's happy now.
There we go.
I'll leave him there until I've been to see the Archmage. Otherwise he might try and bury me next.
So, how do we get the rabbit? Rabbit. I'm thinking.
Grandad told me about these. The treetop is jammed under a rock. A slight tug on the rope and the noose will tighten in a flash. That's the plan anyway.
No, this?
That should work.
Rabbit, rabbit.
Ah.
Tuk.
No!
Oh my god!
Thank the gods it was only knocked out.
Oh god. I got this spell.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Look, here's the rabbit for the spell.
And a white one at that. That's perfect. Now we just need the top hat.
I got the
On my
top
way. I have the top hat for the spell. I had to pry it from death's icy grasp, so to speak.
Well, at last we've got everything. Come over here. Put the top hat on the table. Put the rabbit in. Now I'm putting a black cloth into the hat. This on top and finished. As you can see, an empty top hat.
But
You have to do a lot of arm waving and the like. The audience mustn't be allowed to get a proper look at the hat. Then you say a few incantations and make a big to-do about it. You haven't got a pretty assistant, have you?
isn't that...
Once the excitement has reached boiling point, then... Ta-da! You pull the rabbit out of the hat, but make sure the cloth stays in the hat. Otherwise, the whole trick is blown. Quite clever, isn't it?
That's fraud, and it's not magic either.
Of course not, but it looks like it.
But I wanted to learn a real spell.
Are you out of your mind? That takes months.
I can't just swindle my way to my diploma with a trick like that.
Excuse me, you said you wanted to get your mage degree, and you said you needed it quick. This is your only chance.
Oh, what choice do I have?
Good luck with the show.
Thank you. The sigh.
Look here.
Oh, my. Is that...
Yep, the amulet of Balthazar the Brittle.
How? How did you get your hands on that?
I went through the mirror, and after incredibly exciting, meaningless and challenging quests in the Netherworld, I managed to get the amulet.
I just can't believe it. A little gnome? How is that possible?
Everything is possible, remember?
I almost believe that too. If someone had told me that a gnome without mage history in the family would pass 2 mage degree exams in such a short amount of time, I wouldn't have believed it. There's a lot more to you than meets the eye, Wilbur.
Thank you. And I'm going to pass the last test too.
I still don't believe it, but I'd be happy to be proved wrong.
Excuse me, Master Teacher.
What is it?
I'd like to show you the trick. Spell.
I look forward to it.
As you can see, the top hat is completely empty. Abracadabra. Bunny, are you okay?
Fantastic. You've almost transformed the rabbit in the hat into a sheep. That's extraordinary. Almost impossible. There must be considerably more magic in you than I ever thought, Wilbur Weathervane.
Apparently.
Oh, thank you. Well, I had a fantastic assistant.
I'm speechless.
You're the first gnome in centuries to become a graduate mage. And you've passed the exams quicker than anyone else in history. What's your secret?
I can't really explain it. It's as if everything I do is guided by a higher power.
This power must know a lot about magic. Or it has a walkthrough. As unbelievable as it is, you've passed all 3 exams. Wait. Mage degree for Wilbur Weathervane from the White Ridge Mountains. My brother won't believe his eyes.
You and me both.
Your brother?
The Archmage.
The Archmage is your brother?
Yes, of course. He always believed that our bleak fate would take a change for the better. And slowly, I'm beginning to believe that again, too. You've given me hope, Wilbur Weathervane. You know that? Nothing can stop you. You're a fine example to me. If there's anything I can do for you, come back. You have a friend in me.
You have a friend in me. You have a
Now
friend
go.
in me.
You've waited long enough. Give my brother what you came to give him.
Dum dee dang, dum dee doo ba dum. I don't know what to do.
Wilbur,
Hello, Mr. King. Look, I'm a certified mage.
I told you you'd do it. We're so proud of you.
Thanks.
Our work is now done. We are all well fed. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Oh, you want to leave for the country?
That's right. But if you want to come and visit us, Master Wilbur Weathervane will always be welcome by us rats.
Thank you.
So long, Wilbur.
See you soon.
You have a friend in me.
Cast your eyes on this. Effective immediately. You may address me as Master Weathervane, and I wish to see the Archmage now.
Weathervane? How come Weathervane?
That's my mage name, Master Wilbur Weathervane. Now open the gate and smartly. I wish to speak to the Archmage.
Okay.
And what is it? Why is this gnome wearing mage clothing?
Your Honour, this is Master Wilbur Weathervane, an accredited mage and therefore a member of your order.
Nonsense. I know all the mages in the land.
But it's true. I completed my degree today under your brother's tutelage, Master Marcus.
That's impossible. I've no time for such absurdity. Take your leave, gnome.
But I'm supposed to give you something, a ring.
A ring? From whom?
From a gremlin. Yesterday he landed right at my feet in the White Ridge Mountains. He gave me this ring and said that it could decide the course of the war.
Master Alistair, I turn to you in great haste as well as in great fear. I have made a discovery that could decide all of our fates. I know where the artifact of destiny is to be found. Your Serene Highness, you know the stories. A legendary artifact created by the goddess of destiny and providence. An extraordinarily precious and dangerous thing. As good fortune is bestowed on its carrier, everything that he attempts succeeds. Everything that he desires he receives. Everything bends to his will, always. It is a truly dreadful power, a god's power. Just imagine if this were to fall into the hands of the enemy. I have found that the artifact is hidden in a temple on a small island called Sordia. You must find it and bring it to safety. You must! Help us, Master Alistair. You're our only hope.
That was him. That was the gremlin who was taken away by these evil types on a dragon.
Shades? The Shadow Army has taken this gremlin prisoner? Sir, we have to send everything and everyone to this island. Every ship, every griffin, every